When I die, I put my money in a grave. I really gotta put a couple niggas in a place. Really just lapped every nigga in a race. I really might
What's up, everybody? It's the OG, the one and only Rose G, and welcome back to my channel, right where you belong. The subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Join the fam. The absolute longest time since I filmed a story time. For like a couple of months, in all honesty. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing with my hair right now. Before we get into like today's video, like officially, I just kind of want to make a quick announcement. Lately on my social media, I've been getting, I wouldn't say backlash, I've been getting some fucking criticism on my post because I don't post like the most appropriate things, which is totally fine. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to feel how they feel. And this isn't geared towards anybody specific. I'm just going towards everybody in general that has had something to say, whether it's my videos or whether it's my Instagram page or my Twitter page. If you don't like what I post, you can unfollow me and I will not be offended. Like, honest to God, I will not be offended. Don't go on my page expecting to see something and then you fuck around and get your feelings hurt, because I feel like that's what's kind of going on here. I'm getting quite a few like comments, quite a few little like slick ass jabs that people think I don't fucking get, but I really do get it, and I haven't said anything because I just don't have the time to address you personally. But if you watch my video now and you're one of the people that has said some fucking fuck shit against my content, then yeah, this message is for you. But if it's not, and you guys totally support me and love me regardless, then disregard what I said and we'll get into the story. Today's story I've been wanting to tell for the longest fucking time. I know I say that about all my videos, but literally, like, as soon as this shit happens, I just want to pull up my camera and I just want to tell you guys. I'm actually going to be talking about an ex of mine. We are going to name this ex Carter. Carter and I dated very, very, very briefly. I had to like change the angle a little bit so that my lighting would look a little bit better, so it wasn't gonna be as dark, so forgive me for that. So Carter and I met actually through my last 9-to-5 job, the one that I bitched about in one of my videos. If you're not familiar with that video, I'll put that link down below in the description box so you guys can catch up and kind of get an idea of what job I'm talking about. The thing with Carter is that I've already made a video about this. Not necessarily about like what this video is about, but just about this person. So I have this ex. I'm just so over it. I'm like literally over it. I'm over the drama. I'm over the bullshit. I'm over all of it. And I don't know if I named him in that video, but if I did, his name is now Carter. We only like lasted for like less than a month, which honestly is like really sad to say, but this is like so common for me. Most of my relationships don't even last that long. I've had more on and off non-actual titled relationships than I've had actual relationships. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a backstory on Carter and I so that you guys could kind of understand how exactly this story unfolded to what it is that you came here to watch, if that makes sense. Like I said, Carter and I met through my 9-to-5 job. He was the on-site property manager for this opportunity center. It's actually the same place in which I donated my clothes back on Halloween. I don't know if I made a video about it, but I know for sure I took a picture. Like I posted that day that I did give back. If I could find that post, I'll put that post right here. So with my job, my 9-to-5 job, I delivered meals to different sites, and these sites basically fed the needy. They fed the homeless. He wasn't needy or homeless, not that that matters, but like I said, he was an on-site property manager. But I did talk to a couple of the residents there, and one resident in particular like really like went to vouch for him, just telling me what a great guy he was, how sweet he was, how nice he was. He thought I was pretty, and quite frankly, I was not looking to be in a relationship. Every time I say this though, I always end up in one, so I kind of like contradict myself. I was telling her like, I don't know, like I don't know, like this dude can't even like come up to me and talk to me. That honestly is like one of my biggest fucking things. Like, if you are interested in me and you want to talk to me, you want to take me on a date or whatever, just walk up to me and ask. The worst that I could say is no. Will I say no? probably so. But I'd rather you do that than like go send people to come talk to me, because then I really won't give you the time of day. We're gonna fast forward to the point where we're actually together, like we're actually in a relationship. And everything was fine for like a week, and then shit just started to go sideways. He was kind of like, I don't know how to say this, but he was like kind of controlling, like kind of jealous. He had a problem if I texted my best friend too much, which like was a fucking problem. And honestly, I didn't even sway on that. Like he would tell me like, oh, can you like not like talk to her around me? I see you all the time, and then I do, and you're over here texting your best friend. That was a firm no. Like that was not gonna happen, because at this point in time I was trying to repair my friendship with my best friend. So why would I push away from texting her when we barely texted as it was at that point? Maybe that's like where shit was wrong on my end. I have said this in a previous video, I did not make enough time for him.
He said like a lot of things about like, you know, like I don't make time, that I make time for other people and not for him. In all honesty, it's true. Did I make a hell of a lot of time for him? No. I didn't make enough time for him because I was repairing relationships and friendships with people that meant a lot to me. And I explained all this in the beginning of a relationship, but like anything and everything else that I asked for, it got ignored. But it wasn't just my best friend. Like he had like a little bit of issue if I texted my sister. He had a little bit of issue if it was like work calling me. Like he just had issues in general with anybody that wasn't him contacting me. There were like so many other red flags, like so much other like fuck shit going on. This was like the most fuck shit thing that I've ever experienced. Well, almost the biggest fuck shit thing I've ever experienced. There was this one time where I brought him around my job, like I brought him around my coworkers, and I introduced him to my sister and my brother-in-law. Such a big thing, because my sister is like everything. That's my fucking world. He met my sister, he met my brother-in-law, he was around my fucking coworkers, and it was like, yeah, like this is my boyfriend. Like, yes, this is my man. The night before, I spent the night with him. So the next day, I was gonna go to this little function thing that my work was having, and then I was gonna go to class, and then I was gonna go back to my sister's place later on. Carter already had plans as well. Carter invited me to join him to his best friend's birthday party that was going on at the club. But like I said, I already had plans with my sister and I wasn't about to break them. Everything was fine. And then the next morning I wake up and I go on Snapchat. Anytime I'm with somebody, Snapchat always gets them in trouble. So the next morning I get up, I wake up, I go on Snapchat, and I see that Carter posted last night. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like his best friend was a female. The best friend. And I'm like, oh, you know, whatever. Like I did not give a fuck. I'm flipping. And all of a sudden, I see clearly my boyfriend standing on the phone, and I see his best friend, this female whom I have never met, shaking her ass and grinding, and her dress comes up, so like I'm pretty sure like her ass and her coochie was out on my man's lap. Not only was this being recorded for his Snap story, it looked like somebody set up the camera and like she was recording it, and then she like stopped and then stopped recording it. And then I was so pissed. I was pissed. I can't even fathom how the fuck he thought this was okay. And how did you think this was okay to do? Why would you post some bullshit? Do you know what kind of person I am? Time someone says some slick, I'm gonna hit you in your face.
Evidently he didn't. We got into a huge fucking fight over that. That point on, that's when things like kind of got worse. That's when he became like a little bit more jealous. We started to argue a little bit more, and then that's how I was just like really fed up, and eventually we broke up. He was on Snapchat. Normally, if I'm done with somebody, like if we break up or if we have like a falling out, I will most likely keep you on social media. Like I'm not the type to like block an ex afterwards. Like we break up and I block you, like no. But then he started posting like other females and just like, oh, I'm having a good time. Oh, I'm going to the city with this girl. I started to see a lot of petty posts. It was bothering me to the point where it was disrupting my peace. And that was really new for me because that never really happened before. I ended up blocking Carter, and he texted me and was like, wow, you blocked me on Snapchat. Like, eventually we had this big discussion where I was like, dude, like, I just don't fuck with you right now. We don't get along. We're a terrible couple. We don't, like, we're on different levels. We have such different priorities. That was another one of our issues. The issue that Carter and I had was, I wouldn't say like our commitment levels, but I think our just levels of commitment. He told me that his last girlfriend didn't work. Like, she didn't work, she didn't go to school, she just stayed at his house, and you know, she didn't really hang out with other friends because they would hang out with each other. I'm not like that, okay? I need my personal space. My partner has friends. I totally encourage them to, like, yes, please go hang out with your friends. Give me some time. Come back to me later, because I'm not gonna stop you from hanging out with your friends. I wouldn't want you to do that to me, so I'm not gonna do that to you. We're running together for a month, and like, he already dropped hints that he wanted me to move in and just like be all serious, and I was not for that. Never understood how somebody could look at me exactly how I am, hear how I am, see exactly what I do, and then as soon as we get together, they want all that shit to change. He had a problem that I did YouTube. It's like, oh, you're probably gonna make a YouTube video about me. If you wouldn't have done fuck shit, I wouldn't have shit to talk about. Eventually, I told him, like, look, dude, I gotta block you. So I blocked him off Instagram, I blocked him off Snapchat, I blocked his cell phone number, both cell phone numbers that he had. Maybe like a month or two later, I got this account that stood out to me, and I still have the screenshots, I'm sure. It was really weird to me. Number one, because of the fucking username, which was like loyal to her. Like, who the fuck is her? And then I looked at like the profile picture, and it had like monkeys on it, and it was just so fucking weird. For a split second, I thought it was Carter, but then I was like, no, like, I blocked Carter. Carter wouldn't go through all of this to make a new account just to fucking talk to me and follow me, right? You guys follow me on Instagram. I normally do polls and questions and things like that, and there have been a couple times where I'll post like a couple of questions, or I'll post a couple polls, or like this, you know, this account would vote or participate. And the creepiest, like technically my first red flag was that account, because it just stood out so much to me and I could not tell you why. The second biggest red flag was when I asked what was my favorite juice. Like, it was just a random fucking question, and some people were guessing like, oh, water, oh, Sprite. This person said Tampico, which is really weird. I don't know if you guys know what Tampico is, but if you don't know, I'll put a picture of it right here. First of all, the answer was orange juice. It was orange juice with pulp, to be exact. For somebody to guess Tampico, like, nobody's gonna guess that Tampico is somebody's favorite drink, let alone my favorite drinks. I don't want to get racist or anything, but like, I'm pretty sure some of you guys would have guessed like Kool-Aid or like grape soda or strawberry soda. For somebody to guess Tampico, obviously you know me. I just got tired of like having like this clearly anonymous account hit me up. So I messaged him like, yo, like, who are you? Like, what's the deal here? I don't remember like the exact context of the conversation, but like I said, I will put screenshots up on the screen so that you guys can read for yourself, because, you know, Rose G always comes with the fucking facts. She always pulls out the receipts if she got them. Like, what I gathered is that this person knew me. They didn't want to talk to me as themselves, and I couldn't understand why. Then this person started to get like a little bit more creepy. They started mentioning my dad, which, I'm just gonna say this right now. If you are going to mention my family or bring up my family, you need to come correct. You absolutely, most definitely need to come correct, because for somebody to mention my family, I feel like you have such ill intentions, because why would you bring my family up? Like, what does my family have to do with me? You're talking to me, not my family. I know who I tell what. Like, I know I told my best friend this, this, and this. I know I told this person this, this, and this. So for somebody to like say like, oh, how's this person, it was much easier to narrow down like who it was. This person sent that picture of me to me. I knew exactly who it was. I knew I just knew who it was. And I found out that it was Carter. I was absolutely like flabbergasted. And he's not the first and only person that I've blocked to reach out to me, because I've blocked other people and they've reached out to me, but they didn't reach out to me as somebody else. Like, they didn't try to fool me. They didn't try to catfish me. They didn't try to make me think that there was somebody else. If Carter would have like came to me as himself, like because the thing is during this time in which he reached out to me, I was still working my 9-to-5 job and he was still working at one of the sites that I deliver to. And he saw me every day. And for you to see me every day, like, not say a single word to me, but act super petty and super childish when you do see me. And by petty and childish, I mean when I go into the room, you walk out the room, you act like you don't know me. If he would have just came to me as a person, if he would have just had a conversation with me, pulled me to the side, it was like, hey, I want to apologize, or like, hey, like, I want to be cool, I want to make peace. We could have done that. I put this on everything I love. There have been people, again, that I've blocked, and they came back into my life and they're like, hey, I'm sorry, this and this and this, let's be cool. And we'll be cool. I'm sorry for what I did, can you forgive me? Yeah, no problem. A completely different person than I was before. But even beforehand, when I was a little bit more bitchier, I'm still very much a forgiving person. I've always been a forgiving person. But anybody that knows me in my personal life knows that about me. That's like one of the biggest things you probably could pick up on me. I'm a forgiving person. I'm so fucking forgiving, it's ridiculous. That being said, there are some people that I will never speak to again just because I don't fuck. That whole situation was just so irritating. It's like, come on, dude. Like, you saw me every day. You acted like you didn't know me, and now all of a sudden you want to make this fake ass account. Now all of a sudden you want to try and like talk to me through, and it's like, bro, like, what did you expect? How long were you expecting to keep up this fucking facade? Why was your account name loyal to her? Who's her? Was I her? What the fuck is this? Why did you have monkeys as your fucking profile picture? What was so like mind-blowing was the fact that Carter did not understand what he did. He didn't understand why I was just so mind-fucked by the fact that I blocked you and you made an account and you tried to be somebody else, try to talk to me through that account, and I don't get it. I'm just so lost. I don't get it. I do wish him well. I don't know if he like still watches my videos or still subscribed to my channel. He's probably one of the few people that unsubscribed, which I'm totally okay with. Like I said, there's no harsh feelings here. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you guys are so very much entitled to your own opinion, to your own thoughts. If you don't like my content, unfollow me. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already. Go ahead and share this video, like this video, and go ahead and go down in the description box below and follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter, especially Twitter, because I'm always getting it fucking popping on there, and I'm always posting thirst traps. And if that bothers you and you feel pressed, then I don't really give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.
Don't lose me. Said, don't lose me.